Alright, y'all, I just woke up, so if I look a little groggy, forgive me. One of the things, that I'm relatively more proud of myself that I think I've come a long way from is caring about what other people think about me. Like, I made that video not too long ago about some of my insecurities from middle school and high school, and I'd say from like 6th grade to maybe freshman year of college, I really did care what people thought about me. So much so to the point where it in many ways was in control of some of the ways I thought and some of the decisions that I made too. And of course, I'm not talking about the thinking about what people care about you in a productive way, you know what I'm saying? Like your close friends and your family in a helpful manner. Nah, I'm talking about what just some friends or just anybody for that matter think about you. That's what I'm referring to, the kind of toxic caring what people think about you. And yeah, like I said, I let go of this my freshman year of college, which was what, like 3 years ago, something like that. So really from the get-go freshman year, I started becoming really involved in school, involved in a lot of clubs. In the classroom, I was heavily involved. And I think that gave me like a certain reputation amongst people, or people expected certain things out of me. So because of that, I really started to care about what people thought about me, in terms of the way I conduct myself, like just to the most minute degrees, man, like the way I speak, so many different things, to the point where like insecurity started to develop, bro. And what I want to talk about in this video are some of the reasons why I moved on from that. I'll probably talk about how I moved on from that, but some of the reasons why I moved on from that, and just why this is just such a thing that we all need to let go, really useless in many ways. So for one thing that we have to realize, man, is that people do not care about us as much as we think. That's not to say that like your close people don't care about you, but the things that you're insecure about, the things that you think people are picking up on, that you're worried about, they don't care as much as you think. Inside of our heads, we have this bias or this feeling or this belief that they care so much, but they don't care as much as you think. Everybody has their own life, everybody has their own problems, to where even if they do care, 9 times out of 10 it'll be just for a minute period of time, a very short period of time. Then they're on to worrying about their own problems. So you're worrying about this thing more than they are, bro. And it's interesting because many of the people who you think are caring about you, they might be thinking the same thing about you. So while you're thinking about that, nah, they're not thinking about you. They're thinking about themselves in relation to you, bro. So both parties, or all parties involved, are wasting time, man. And I think upon realizing this has to be one of the more freeing feelings, related to what people think about you. Once you realize, once you see that people got so many things going on in their life, and they're not tripping about you as much as you think they are, like it almost feels like a burden has been released off of your shoulders, bro. And I dare you, know what I'm saying, I haven't done this, so I don't know if this is a worthy dare, but go and ask some of the people who you think are thinking about you. Ask them if they're worrying about that little thing about you. I bet you, man, they're gonna say, nah, not really. Everybody's just so in their head. Not everybody, but a lot of people are just so in their head again, to where they just don't have time to be dwelling on it, you know what I'm saying? Like Sally's not thinking about that little pimple you got on your bottom left cheek or whatever, bro. Like, come on, man. Another reason why we need to stop caring what people think about us is that people's emotions are wavering, bro. At one point, somebody might think this great of you, then at another point, they think this low of you, you know what I'm saying? Oftentimes, the people who we think are thinking about us, I mean, not just them, everybody, bro. People's emotions and feelings go up and down, bro. So they might care about you at one point for a little bit of time, but then in like 30 seconds, in an hour or so, they don't give a frick at all. And that's just goes to show that, you can't rely too much on people's feelings, you know what I'm saying? To be secure about yourself, bro, or in order to be secure about yourself, you can't rely upon something that's wavering, something that's up and down. You need a more firm foundation, which is self-love, which now I'm gonna get to later on. But yeah, people's emotions are up and down, bro. Like, to feel good about yourself, why would you rely on someone or something that can change so often, you know what I'm saying? You need a more firm foundation, bro, and that is not what other people think about you. At one point, they can be your bestie, then they're your enemy. They're your classmate and your peer, and then they hate you, bro. Like, it's up and down, man. And yeah, that goes into the third point, just to talk about it a little bit more. But really, by caring what other people think about us, we're not only wasting time, but we're building insecurities, bro. Like, think about it. If you've experienced this, man, We care about what other people think about us, and then once we get like some kind of approval or satisfaction that they think well of us, we just want more of that approval and satisfaction. It's not the case that their initial show of approval and satisfaction is enough for us to stop caring. Nah. Once they show us a little bit, man, we want more. And that's just the human condition, you know what I'm saying? That's just who we are as people. We oftentimes think that once we get what we want, we're good. But nah, when we get what we want, bro, we want more of that thing. And what you're doing is you're building more and more insecurity, you know what I'm saying? Imagine, like, let's think of an example. Say there's someone who you really want to be attractive to and you really care about what they think about you. So then you spend your time on all these ways to modify your beauty, to make yourself look better. And that goes for both guys and girls, where you spend a lot of time enhancing your appearance, and then you finally get that approval from them. Once you get that approval from them, I bet you 9 times out of 10, you're gonna spend more money, more time on trying to make yourself look better for them, bro. That initial baseline is not enough. You want more. And this is like a side point, but it's cool because that's how addictions work too, you know what I'm saying? Once you get a little bit of your addiction, your brain wants more. Your dopamine receptors, they're all wonky, man. You want more. So yeah, by caring about what other people think about you and seeking their approval, you're making the situation worse for yourself. Not only are you making that insecurity worse, but you're possibly creating new insecurities for yourself, bro. New things to worry about. What if other people are thinking about that, man? Like, come on, man, let's move on, bro. Another reason why we need to stop caring what people think about us, and I feel like I've said this in like 3 videos already, but I think this is just so crucial. By caring about what other people think about you, you're not allowing yourself to be proud of yourself, bro. Like, say you go and accomplish something, right? Say you win a trophy of some kind, and you really care about what John and Nathan think about you, so then you go on Instagram and you post it on your story, man. Really, bro? You're not even taking time to sit with yourself and be proud of the accomplishment that has happened. Instead, you want them to be proud of you, you know what I'm saying? What kind of self-love is that? That is no self-love, bro. And then imagine living in this kind of way for years on end, not being proud of yourself, you know? It seems to me that being proud of yourself, that's the greatest gift that there can be for a person, you know. That is a form of self-love that seems critical for trying to advance in life. Being proud of yourself is a milestone. It's showing you that you came far. So imagine not feeling that because you care about what other people think about you, bro. Is it really worth it? And I remember I used to be like this too, bro. Like I said, back in middle school, I was so insecure. So if I ever accomplish anything or something good happened to me, I would go and post it on Instagram. Like I remember there was this like little Japanese toy called a kendama. And I remember when my kendama came, like my first thought was not to like, you know, open it up and look at it and, you know, be proud that I got a kendama, be happy that I got a kendama. Nah, I wanted other people to be happy for me that I got a kendama before I was happy for me, bro. Like, down bad, man. So yeah, I think I like took it out the box and just posted a pic on Instagram. Oh, look, I got a blue kendama, some freaking nonsense like that. But yeah, and it's not to say that in all situations you need to be proud of yourself before others are proud of you. Sometimes it's the case that, you know, people will believe in you before you believe in yourself, and then therefore they're proud of you. But this is different because this is based on other people's opinions, you know what I mean? This is more so our care of what they think about us. So yeah, man, allow yourself to be truly proud, you know what I'm saying? Like, again, people can feel proud of you before you feel proud of yourself, but don't do this, you know what I'm saying, in an attempt to seek approval of others. And the last one, like, probably not gonna go too deep in this because, you know, I've kind of, it's been insinuated in a lot of the other points I've talked about, but caring about what other people think about us, bro, it just eliminates self-love, man. When you care so much about what people think about you, you don't have time to sit down and process your accomplishments. Rather, you're thinking about how they are gonna sit down and process your accomplishments, man. And that's no love, man. That is no self-love whatsoever, bro. If anything, that can create self-hatred because you're working to try and make other people like you and not taking time to like yourself, and you're putting so much pressure on yourself. That pressure in turn is gonna be stressful, in turn making you probably not like yourself, bro. But yeah, man, that's just some of my thoughts on the matter. I don't wanna make this video super long. If you care about what people think about you, especially if this is a chronic thing that has been going on for a while, as was the case with me, understand that trying to move on from this, it's not gonna happen overnight. On your attempt to try to stop caring what people think about you, you're gonna have several moments where you do care what they think about you. But what matters is the persistence, bro, the constant effort that you put in, the constant self-love that you try and put in. And it's a whole separate video I'll probably make about some of the practices you can do to bring that about. But yeah, man, 2024, man, let's grow, let's move on from this mindset, man. Let's get it. All right, I'll see you on the next one.